the clock. I am super late for an appointment, and there's that Border Patrol or Highway Patrol right there. It looks like I couldn't tell. It wasn't either one. What up? Driving the mountains. I'm on the way to an appointment. I'll follow my account, my channel. This is the second live I've done on this drive. The first one, there was I did 15 minutes and 0 subscribers, or 0 people watching. I even texted a buddy to see if he got the notification. He didn't even get the notification. So now I'm stuck behind a fucking Amazon truck. It's like an hour and 5 minutes from my house to my appointment, and I totally forgot I had to stop and get gas on the way. So I may end up being late, but we'll see. I'm just kind of hoping that YouTube's actually pushing my content out, because I think I'm shadow banned. I put out a few shorts the other day that should have been just bitchin' bangers of shorts. I had one where I was at the little pond right by my house, and I turn on the camera and I'm like, hey, watch, I'm gonna call the fish to me. And I walk up to the edge of the water and I go, here, fishy, fishy, come here, fishy. And 75 to 100 bluegill come right up to my feet. And that got 4 views in 24 hours. That should have been a freaking 1,000 view short at least. So I think YouTube is shadow banning me. It's kind of hard for me to see chat right now because I'm driving and I got the sun reflecting off the screen. But there's 5 of you guys in here. Did anybody actually get a notification that I was going live? Or did it just kind of show up when you were scrolling through the live feed? Because I'm kind of thinking I'm shadow banned, which I don't know why. But it seems like the last few shorts I've put out have just totally flopped. Whereas I had my wife put out the exact same short on her channel, and she got 3,500 views in 10 hours. I mean, there was nothing different. Not a thing was different. So I think YouTube hates me right now. But whatever, it is what it is. So right now we're driving through the mountains of San Diego. We're and this is an area that most people that come here on vacation will never even know this is here. Everybody that comes out here thinks that, all there is to do in San Diego is the beach and all that. And our beaches are probably the worst beaches in California. It's kind of hazy and nasty over downtown right now. But on a clear day, when there's no smog and bullshit in the air, from right where I'm at now, you can see the ocean. And it's like 45 minutes to an hour from here. But we're up at like 4,500 feet elevation right here too, so. Man, I really thought I was going to be late for this appointment, so I was doing like, well, I'm not going to how fast I was going on the live, but we're just going to say that it was well above the speed limit, because out where I live, there's like nobody. So when I got on the freeway, I was doing, you know, I'll just say a triple digit speed. So I made up some good time. I think now, looking at the clock and looking at where I'm at and knowing the drive and all that, I might actually be like 20 minutes early. Whereas I started out, I thought I was going to be like 20 minutes late. So right here, coming up to this exit that we're at, off to the left side on the south side of the freeway here, I spent like a good few days out there looking for deer sign last season, because I was, you know, it's all public land. I was going to try to hunt, and I probably put in 70 miles on my boots out there walking around looking for sign for deer, and didn't even see deer shit or a deer trail, not a hoof print, nothing. Then a couple weeks ago, somebody smacked a deer on the freeway right here. Absolutely obliterated the deer. From what I understand, the dude was doing well over 90 when he hit it. And it just destroyed the deer. Drive. It's kind of mellow and relaxing. It's starting to get, if it would have pumped out the live when I first started the original one, you guys would have saw that for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I was the only car on the road out there. And now I'm starting to get into where it's getting like trafficy. And then I'm stuck behind this van that won't fucking move over. Like these people that just sit in the fast lane and won't move, they piss me off, man. There he goes, finally. I think he heard me talking about him. Yeah, deer will fuck up your car. Then up north, where they got moose, you know, Canada, Maine, you know, northern parts of America where there's moose, you can actually die when you hit a moose. They're so big that you don't usually hit them with the hood of your car. They usually come through the windshield. They're like a horse with freaking antlers. Tanja, what's happening? Glad to see you. How's your day? I'm on the way to a dentist appointment. Funny thing, like, so I got this deal with my jawbone where I had some really bad damage to my jaw back in the day. I gotta slow down because there's gonna be a cop hiding under this. He hides on the off ramp up here, or on the on ramp up here. So I'm having really bad issues with my jaw lately. So I've gone to a bunch of dentists who say, oh yeah, we know exactly what you need to do and exactly what the fix is, and we can't do it. So I had an appointment Friday with another dentist who told me the same thing. And I went in there expecting that he couldn't help me, you know, knowing what I know, all the information I've got so far. I expected this dude wouldn't be able to do what I need to do. So he told me straight up, you know, he did the little exam and he's like, yeah, I know exactly what you need to do, but I don't really do that here. So he gave me a referral for, you know, other shit. Told me to call my insurance company and, you know, see if they had a dentist that does the specialty work that they could recommend, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, Monday afternoon, this guy calls me back. And he tells me, hey, I've been thinking about your case all weekend long. He's like, I thought about it all week, or all weekend, because that was his last appointment on Friday. And he goes, yeah, I want you to come in on Wednesday at 2 o'clock because I know that you can't find anybody that'll help you. And he's like, it's really weighing on me. I want to do what I can to see what I can do to help you. So I'm going in right now for like the 3D imaging, and then he's going to see if he can lay out a game plan to help me out. So I thought that was really fucking cool of that guy. You know, after he told me, yeah, I know what you need, but I really can't do that here, he calls me back and says, I want to try to do that for you. I mean, that's badass. That's a doctor right there that you know is in it for the patient care and not the money. So, yeah, Rodrigo, that is I just passed up Viejas. No, I never talk about my driver's license. There's no reason to. I think about it once every 4 years when I got to renew that shit. Or when I leave somewhere and forget it. Yeah, I just passed Viejas, the casino, which actually has the cheapest gas price in San Diego County. So I'm heading into El Cajon, where if you're into the motorsports thing, you know, dirt bikes and NASCAR and all that, even baseball, El Cajon, California has produced more professional, I guess they're still called athletes, like Jimmy Johnson. He was born and raised right up the road here. Rick Johnson, one of the best of all times in motocross, was born and raised here. Whole bunch. If you're a baseball fan, you know Kevin Correa. He pitched for a few teams for a long time. Last team he was with, I know, it was the Pirates. And Kevin grew up across the street from my cousin, who lived like 3 blocks down the road from me. But Kevin slid off the rails after his little brother died. The F-14 crash from the hangar at Gillespie Field, I will never forget that as long as I live. I watched that happen. I was in 7th or 8th grade, and we were out. I was going to Emerald Junior High. I lived right there. I walked to school. It was like 1 street up from my house. I grew up on the hill right there. Anyway, we were at PE, and we heard this like boom, and we looked up in the sky. I'll never forget it because we were running the mile that day, and we looked up just in time to see an F-14. The pilot ejected. The F-14 turned upside down flying with the nose up, but the plane was upside down. And we watched that thing all the way till it crashed. Like, we stopped. We were running the mile that day, and we stopped. Everybody came to a dead stop on the track and just fucking watched that plane crash. I'll never forget that as long as I live. That's one of those things that, like, Mary, welcome in. Yeah, unfortunately, you caught the live run driving to the dentist. But, you know, I'm thinking about waking up butt ass early tomorrow and going fishing. I want to take the boat, but yeah, I don't know. The lake that I fish, it's only like 30 minutes from the house, but their boat ramp is all screwed up. A courtesy dock that they have that you can dock up to right when you launch the boat, you know, to leave your boat there to go pull your truck and trailer out of the water and whatever. Their boat ramp's all screwed up, so it's really hard to launch the boat there. Even though I'm usually the only boat on the water, they need to redo the boat ramp or clear cut an area where they can where we can launch. I will always let bikes go in front of me, always. The fact that I ride, I know what these dudes go through on a daily basis. So, but even though that guy's got a patch from some motorcycle club I've never even seen or heard of before, you know, I'm going to let him in traffic and I'm going to give him the space that he needs. Way too many people don't respect motorcycles on the road. I can't tell you how many times I've damn near been killed by drivers that just don't give a shit. Like, when you're in your car, you're protected. I mean, not fully, but you're protected. You know, you got a roof over your head, you got doors, you got, you know, basically a steel cage that'll protect you in an accident to a certain extent. When you're on the bike, man, the only thing you got to protect you is what you're wearing. There's a couple videos on my channel where I almost got taken out. I just posted one the other day where I was going down, it's a road called Montezuma Valley Road. And it's a windy ass, just like a BMW commercial on that road. It's a gnarly road. But I'm coming down and I say, this is that road that if you fuck up, you die. And it was right in one of the sections where on the left-hand lanes coming up the hill, it's like a 600-700 off the side of the road. And the next corner I go into, unfortunately, the way the camera angle was didn't catch the whole thing, but there was a truck halfway into my lane. It's a one lane up, one lane down. And the way I came around the corner, the camera only caught it right as his tires went back across the double yellow line. But he was, the double yellow was like, you know, 3/4 of the way into his truck when I came around that corner. So if I would have been going faster, I think 5-6 miles an hour faster than I was going, I would have hit that truck head on and probably died. So, God, I wish I could see. My chat keeps, I don't know what's going on with my chat lately, but like every so often, it'll just f up and like I'll have to scroll it to catch up. And it's hard to do that driving, but I don't know what the hell's going on lately with YouTube. I posted some shorts that they should have went, they should have got a whole bunch of views. And YouTube did not push them out. I had one that was up for 24 hours that got 4 views. My wife put out the exact same short. We used the same title, same hashtags, nothing was different. She basically copied and pasted my short from my page to hers, and hers got like 40 some odd 100 views. Mine got 4. So I deleted them all, and I'll wait until probably like really late tonight and repost. I don't know what's going on. I've looked into it, and I've done the whole Google and ChatGPT and a bunch of different sites to figure out like why my shorts weren't being pushed. And it sounds like, from the little bit of research I've done, I pissed off YouTube somehow and they shadow banned me. I think it's because I did a short that was mocking all the people that are like, oh, this is how you get 1 million subscribers and all that. Where, you go into their channel and they got like 4,000 subscribers and they're telling you how to get, 4 million. So I did a video where I'm like, hey, this is how you post to YouTube, or how you make a video for YouTube. It's actually kind of funny if you know what you're looking at. Because it's full on just like, trolling the people that are doing these, like, how to be successful on YouTube. But I'm like, here's what you do. You get a camera or a cell phone and you record things. And then you upload those things to YouTube. And you can put like text overlays or music or whatever. And then once you upload your stuff, you just sit back and wait for people to view it. That's how you make a YouTube video. And I think that pissed off YouTube because it was obvious I was trolling these people. Like right when I posted that, all my video just started getting fucking no views whatsoever. So I think I really pissed YouTube off with that. I really think that got me shadow banned. So, but that's all right. It just means I got to do more. I just got to make more videos and post more videos. So we just got off the freeway. We are now in El Cajon, California, which I refer to as 2 different things. It's Meth Town or Little Baghdad. I hate that auto start stop bullshit. I just forget to turn it off. Where like you come up to a stoplight or a stop sign or whatever and it shuts off the motor. Then when you take the foot off your brake, it starts it again. That's so bad for your starter in your car. You should use your starter once. The first time you start your car. You shouldn't have to use your starter at every stoplight, man. That just puts so much extra wear and tear on that starter. So I thought I was going to be late for my appointment. I'm going to end up being like 20 minutes early. But I'm good with that. It just means I'll chill out in the parking lot and hang out for an extra few minutes. So we're in an area where like homeless and crackheads are rampant down here. Like if gas wasn't $6 a gallon, I'd spend the extra 15-20 minutes I have to go show you guys all the homeless camps, because they're everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Like there's this Rancho San Diego Inn and Suites motel right here. If you want hookers or drugs, that's the place to go right there. You can get everything right there. Anything from like weed to heroin, they sell it in that place. It's like different rooms, sell different things. This town used to be really cool. When I grew up, you know, I was a little kid. I don't know if you guys can see it in the distance or not, but right behind the post on the stoplight there's that hill way back there in the distance. I grew up on that hillside. And we, as kids, we could hop on our bicycles and ride all over the city. Never worry about it. You know, we'd be gone from, like in the summertime, we'd be gone from the time we woke up. You know, we'd wake up as kids, eat breakfast, go meet our friends, and we're gone. We're like just all day long gone on our bikes. And, you know, we'd come home like at dark, you know, come home for dinner. Nowadays, I wouldn't let my kid freaking go anywhere in this town. It used to be that the crime rate, the drug addicts, all of that were nothing, you know? Like the biggest crime was somebody would steal a bicycle. Nowadays, it's a crime-ridden, drug-infested, freaking homeless-ridden shithole. Like, I don't even like being in this city anymore. When we were growing up, the biggest thing we were afraid of, we called them the headers, like the headbangers. They were all into like, that was back when like, you know, Metallica was still kind of new. And all the, you know, back in the glam rock days, you know, when like long hair was the thing, you know, long hair and fucking eyeliner on like men was the thing. You know, basically nowadays you'd call them like the freaking rockers or whatever. Those were like the scary guys to us because they were always, you know, they're older than us and, you know, whatever. But nowadays it's like, you gotta wonder, like, are people around here going to pull the fucking detonation cord on their suicide vest? Or is some crackhead gonna try to fucking fight you for a cigarette? Like, this place is just, it's no fun anymore. All right. So, oh, they're still at lunch. Okay. I got here early enough. My dentist is still at lunch. So I'll just hang out for a few minutes. But this dude, if you're in San Diego County, I highly recommend this dental. Lumen Dental. Like I said, I was saying earlier, I've been having some major dental issues, and I can't find a dentist that will do what I need done. You know, they all tell me like, oh, let me give you a referral or whatever. I've been to like 12 dentists trying to get this shit taken care of over like a year and a half span. This guy, I had an appointment with him on Friday. That was the last appointment of the day. And he told me the same thing I've heard since, you know, day one is, yeah, you know, here's the specialist that you need and blah, blah, blah. And he gave me the referral for the specialists. He didn't give me a, like, you know, go to Dr. Joe or any of that kind of referral. It was like, you know, here's what we need to do kind of a thing, like a little plan of action. And, you know, so this guy told me Friday that basically, hey, I really don't do what you need done. So Monday morning, or like mid-afternoon or mid-morning Monday, I get a phone call from a number I don't recognize. And this dentist called me up and told me that, hey, I've been thinking about this all weekend. He's like, I want you to come in. I want to do everything I can to help you out. And I thought that was fucking awesome. That right there shows me that he's not about the money. He's about the patient, which so many freaking people in the medical field, medical, dental, chiropractic, whatever, they're all about the money, not the actual patient. And when this guy called me and says, hey, this is, I know this is um, kind of out of my scope, but I want to help you out. I was like, dude, that's top notch right there. Like, even if this guy can't do what I need to do, um, I will absolutely recommend him because of the fact that he called me back after he said he couldn't do what I need done, and said he wants to take a shot at it. I mean, that's like, you don't hear about that, Randy, yeah, Rancho Santa Fe. Oh, okay, yeah, they got some money. That's like the hoity-toity, ritzy, freaking multi-million-dollar properties in San Diego. That's where Joan Kroc lived. Well, I think Joan Kroc's dead now, but the Kroc family, they're the ones that own McDonald's. Um, they had a place up in Rancho Santa Fe. I did a lot of work on their house. And I'll tell you what, man, McDonald's, their food absolutely sucks rotten ass. I'd rather eat a fucking dead donkey's ass than McDonald's. And I'll tell you what, though, even though their food sucks at McDonald's, the Kroc family is probably some of the nicest people you'll ever meet. She was absolutely just... Joan Kroc was such an awesome lady. But yeah, the food here, the Mexican food in San Diego, there's no other Mexican food on the planet like it. It's its own caliber and class of food. I mean, it's its whole own entity. But we're so close to Tijuana that we have that Baja influence in our Mexican food. Like, take like the regular like chicken taco that you get at whatever, right? It's nothing like a chicken taco in San Diego. There's so much flavor in this, and it's so freaking fresh. Like, when I get Mexican food, I usually get like a carne asada burrito, and I'll have them put like extra onion and cheese on the burrito. The onions taste like they're freaking cut down, 5 minutes before they put your onions on your burrito. The guac, oh my god, man, like the guacamole is just fucking bomb. I mean, there's taco shops out here that, absolutely suck. And, that's going to go for any kind of food, but, if you got to say like Arizona and order a carne asada burrito in Arizona, it's going to be like London broil wrapped in a tortilla. Here, it's so freaking good. Damn, now I'm going to have to stop at the taco shop on the way home. If you guys are ever in San Diego, there is a taco shop in Old Town. Old Town's a full-on tourist trap. But just south of Old Town, there's a taco shop called Dos Brazos. It looks like the place that you want to avoid like a plague from the outside. It looks like a total shithole. But I'll tell you what, you go in there and you're thinking that, your Mexican grandma just made you food. That place is so freaking good. I drove by it for 2 years before I stopped in there. And the only reason I stopped in there was because we drove by one day and there was a line of like 30 people waiting to make an order. And every last single one of them was Mexican. So that told me right there. I don't care if it's Mexican, Chinese, Indian, Korean, whatever. If you drive by I guess you'll call it an ethnic restaurant, right? Mexican, Chinese place, whatever. You drive by, like say you drive by a Chinese place and there's 100 Chinese people waiting to get in and nobody else, you know that place is going to be bomb. You know they're going to have damn good food. So we saw all those, 30, 40 Mexicans waiting in line to order something. And it's one of those places like where, they don't have seating inside. It's just a little tiny building. You walk up to the window and order at the window, and they got a couple picnic tables out front. But when you see, nothing but a bunch of Mexicans in front of a taco shop, you know that taco shop's going to be fucking bomb. And that place was fucking phenomenal. Yeah, you're half Mexican, so you know what I'm talking about. You see a taco shop with nothing but Mexicans, man. That place is going to be fucking bomb. Noda, where are you at in San Diego? What part? So I'm considered San Diego, but I'm like way, way, way out the back end. Way, they say East County, man. It does not get farther east than me. Yeah, Randy, you're talking about the Point Loma Marina down there, like what's down there? You're in Chula, okay. I'm on the back side of Laguna. I'm way out there. Anyway, the Point Loma Marina, they got Seaforth? No, not Seaforth. Fisherman's Landing, Point Loma Sport Fishing, and H&M. H&M, also known as heroin and meth. If you've ever been on one of their overnight charters, man, they're fucking their deckhands are straight fucking crackhead tweakers. But yeah, Noda, if you haven't subscribed, man, subscribe to the channel. I do a bunch of badass shit out here in the backwoods of San Diego. A lot of fishing. Deer season's coming up, so I'll be doing a bunch of scouting for the deer season this year. I do a whole bunch of off-roading down in the valley, Plaster City, Superstition, all that. Once it cools down out here, I'll be doing a bunch of that. But I go to a bunch of spots out here where most people don't even know exist in San Diego. So there's some cool shit on my channel right now. And then coming up, once summer's over, like right now it's summertime. It's, I'm sitting here in the parking lot of the dentist, and it's 95 outside right now. So, once it cools down out in the deserts, I'll be doing some badass shit out there as well on the dirt bikes and all that. I'm trying to figure out how to go live out there on the bike, but there's like no cell service out there, so most of the stuff from the desert will be just like long form videos. But there'll be some cool shit, come deer season. I'm going to the Islander. Hell yeah. It's a nice boat, actually. Come deer season, I'll be doing some live stuff out in the deer woods. So that'll be cool, because there is a few spots where I can actually do a live video from the deer woods. I have one tree stand that I know for a fact I get great cell service out there. I've actually sat there and watched like movies on freaking Netflix and shit while I was in the tree stand. But I'll be doing a bunch of shit out there come like fall. And then throughout the summer, I'll be doing a lot of fishing content. As a matter of fact, possibly this evening. Oh, really? She's up in Julian. Okay, so you know the area. Julian's badass, but it's such a freaking tourist trap now. But yeah, what I was saying is, like, tonight I might do a longer form video on one of the rigs that I've been throwing for bass. Kind of a it's going to be kind of a how-to tutorial on how to tie the rig and how to work that rig. and that rig fucking slays it. So I'm gonna go to the little pond at the end of my road and do that little tutorial. It's gonna be hard to do with, you know, nobody holding the camera for me, because, you know, I don't have anybody. I mean, the wife could hold the camera for me and film everything for me, but she doesn't get off work till like 6, and then by the time she leaves work, you know, she doesn't get home till almost 8. So, you know, I've never fished Henshaw. They won't let me put my boat in at Henshaw. I have a 2-stroke, so they won't let me put it in. And then Poway and Miramar. I've fished Poway a couple of times. I used to kayak fish Miramar a lot. There's some big bass in Miramar. One of my biggest bass came out of Miramar. It's like almost 15 pounds. It was like 14.8. So, but the lake I'm fishing now, I know there's huge bass in that lake. The lake record right now stands at like 19.5 pounds. And I've seen a few in there. I saw some during spawn. That were probably 22 to 24 pounds. Yeah, so El Cap right now, they're doing some work on the dam at El Cap. So they had to drop the lake level to basically deadpan status. So El Cap right now is only open for shore fishing and like kayaks and float tubes and stuff. Crappy Man, thank you for jumping in, brother. I appreciate it. Hey guys, if you fish, you guys need to go check out Crappie Man's freaking Crappie Man. Sorry, man. It's Crappie Man's channel. Crappie Man Jigs. He makes some badass baits. You can also order his baits. All of his information and his website is on his YouTube. Go check out Crappie Man, you guys. Super cool dude. Does some super bitchin' baits. He'll even do, you know, custom baits for you if you want. To a point. I mean, don't like try to overwhelm him telling you want like, you know, some really off the wall stupid shit. But, you know, if you want like custom color freaking baits or whatever, he can do those for you. So anyway, guys, I have a couple minutes here before I got to go in. I got to be in my appointment at 2. So I got like a couple minutes. I'm going to finish my smoke here in the parking lot, and then I'm going to go in. But yeah, guys, check out Crappie Man's Jigs page. He's always live. He's always willing to answer questions you might have about, you know, certain jigs, whatever. But super cool dude, super cool channel. Puts out some stellar baits. So if you're a fisherman, go check him out, and don't forget to order something from him. He's got some badass plastics, as well as some badass like spinners and stuff too, which I actually need to. I want to order a couple of the jigs from Crappie Man, because he's got some 3-blade spinners that I think would just fucking crush it at my lake. And some of the colors he's got, man, are stellar. Absolutely stellar. So, but yeah, you were talking about El Cap. El Cap, right now the fish are actually going pretty well for those that can get in there. So, I just actually drove by El Cap on the way here, and it's the lowest I've ever seen it in my life. I'm kind of contemplating now that it is so low. What I want to do is I want to go down there and walk it. And while I'm walking it, I want to note a whole bunch of different stuff on my my apps and my GPS stuff, where I can pin locations and put certain notes, because it's so low right now that you can get down into all the structure that's in that lake, and I can pinpoint brush piles and rock piles and drop-offs and cuts and banks and creek channels and all that, and actually have them pinpointed to where when the water level comes up, I'll know everything there is to know about what's under the water. So, but yeah, all of our lakes are low right now. Um, all of them are low. San Vicini's low. Murray, I don't fish Murray ever, just because it's way too overpopulated. Miramar and Poway are, Poway I can't put my boat in. Miramar is a 2.5 hour drive for me with traffic. Um, so, you know, I fish San Vicente a lot. Um, I fish in another lake a lot that not many people go to. I'll be out there. I'll be out there on a Tuesday afternoon, and actually, I was planning on going out today until this dentist called me and wanted to reschedule it or make another appointment. But I'll be the only boat on that lake some days, and there's some huge bass in there. So I really need to get down to Otay. I don't know if they're back open yet or not. I knew they had a algae bloom a while back and they closed the lake, but I don't know if it's all the way open or not. I'll have to check. But that's another long drive for me. I mean, I could take the 94 all the way down from where I'm at, but the 94 out in the back country, man, as you guys in San Diego know, 94 sucks. It's a narrow, skinny road. All right, guys, I got to go. My appointment's in 4 minutes. So, I will, whoops. I'll hit the freaking start button to roll up the window, and I realized my freaking foot was on the brake and I actually started. So, but anyway, guys, once my appointment's over here, I think I'm going to go back on the live on the way home. So, I'll be back in a little bit. But until then, peace. Remember, make somebody's day and tell them to fuck off. And if you guys haven't already, hit that like and that subscribe. And I'll be back on the live driving home after this appointment's over. We'll see you guys in just a little bit.